Hi, this is Tanner, Rissa, and Willa. For the past 8 months, we've been accomplishing a lifelong dream of ours to live internationally and make travel a consistent part of our life. Germany is our current home and one that we have loved exploring. In this video, we are visiting our first concentration camp. Our experience was memorable and moving. We are grateful for the preservation of these memorials and museums to honor the lives of those who suffered. We hope this video will touch you in a similar way it did us when visiting the grounds.
Hey, good morning everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm Tanner, Rissa's behind the camera, Willa's bundled up in her blankets. This morning we've made our way to Flossenbürg to experience and to witness some of the remains of the concentration camp that was here near the Czech border in the Fichtel Mountains. Now, if you guys have looked back at one of our previous videos when we first got to Germany, some of our top 15 bucket list items were to explore many of the concentration camps here in Germany. This is our first concentration camp, and so we're really coming in open-minded to try and learn more. Being from America, growing up, we've learned a lot about World War II and about the concentration camps and the persecution that the Jews faced, but being here is already so much different. So today we're hoping to show you a little bit of the grounds and then give you a little perspective on how we're feeling being here in person. So behind me is the original building where the command center, or the Kommandantur, was, and they oversaw the entire camp from some of the buildings here. This is where a lot of the administrative tasks took place. This is where they had the prisoner registry. They ordered executions from here. A lot of heavy, deep stuff happened right here amongst the camp. Then the administrative area, and then a bigger area, and then the crematorium.
Where are we?
Right here. So in 1938, the camp was built. Its location was chosen because of the large granite deposits that were nearby, and many of the prisoners worked at the quarries during their time in the camps. It's pretty incredible. There is a map with just dozens of dots, and these are to represent all of the sublocations. Nearly 80 of them were sublocation or subcamps to Flossenbürg. And it's just pretty incredible the area that it covered into present-day Czech Republic, much further south, north, east, west, every direction from Flossenbürg. And this camp was kind of the center of that.
So right here behind me, these two pillars make up the camp gate, and this is the spot that separates the guards from the prisoners. It's also the place where the prisoners had to leave their previous life of individuals and enter into a new world of concentration camp prisoners.
nightmares. Look at me. I'm a big man, a strong man, a good-looking man. But believe me, I'm sick through and through. I scream at night. I have nightmares. I'm always afraid. I see an SS guard coming. He runs after me. He wants to beat me, shoot me, and then I start to scream. You don't realize that I am suffering from paranoia.
It's incredibly moving to be here, and there's a lot of heavy feelings thinking about all of the persecution and the hardship that so many people had to live. Behind me you can see a watchtower and the crematorium, and thankfully at this point now the grounds have been improved. There are lots of memorials for all countries who lost people here at this concentration camp. And seeing all the memorials overall has been really enlightening. It's been, like I said before, it's been really tough to hear and to see pictures and to hear stories of the survivors. But more than anything, it's great to know that this has been preserved and kept as part of history so that it can't be forgotten, and that out of respect for those whose lives were lost here and those who lost so many years of lives and were scarred for forever, it's great that the memories of those who passed on still live on here. So as you can tell, we are bundled up quite a bit here. We're staying warm. It's drizzling right now a little bit, but I can only imagine how it would have been in the winters, only being in what clothes that the prisoners were given, forced to work for 12-hour days in the quarries. Just absolutely unthinkable to know what they had to bear, and even for us just coming at her for a few hours and still being cold and being able to go back to our cars and our houses. Like, obviously these were not normal circumstances in any respects, but it just makes your heart go out even more to think about what level of hurt and pain and suffering that they had to go through.
It's actually really hard to even talk about, because it's really hard to even think about the things that went on here in the camp. We're standing next to the crematorium right now, and they have a ramp that goes down into the crematorium, so they developed the ramp to help them move the bodies quicker. And right here they moved the gate walls here, so the ones where I stood in front in the original, that's where these used to be, and that's also really heavy and hard to, stand next to them. And then here's the original gates of the concentration camp. It just stands as a reminder of what was here. There was estimated to be 100,000 prisoners that came here to this concentration camp, and out of that, almost a third, so roughly 30,000 prisoners, did not make it out of these grounds. Like Tanner said, it's really moving to see and learn about everything that took place here, just so that it can be remembered and respect can be given and history won't repeat itself again. It's interesting living in Germany now and even just seeing the map of where all of the sub-camps were and seeing their proximity to where we live. It's just interesting to live there and think about all the history that's gone on. I don't know. It's hard, but it's been a really moving day and a wonderful first experience in a concentration camp to be able to learn more and pay our respects. Right here where we're standing is the detention center, so in this courtyard is where a lot of the torture and deaths took place. And then here to the right of me is where those who were very weak and sick came. They basically were sent here to stay together and pass away together. The rain is starting to come down harder. Willa is ready for her nap. We're going to be closing out this video here, but we wanted to give you a tip and a recommendation that we have, and that is that once you park and you come in, you explore the SS building, then after you get your ticket, to come to this first building. Once you get your ticket, they'll point out which building it is. That's where all of the information is about this concentration camp, and it is just filled with so many facts and pictures and artifacts in there. And then you can go to the second building, which has the existing remains of what's left of this concentration camp. That's where the prisoner's kitchen was. Both are incredible, and to learn about the history is really important for then after exploring the grounds by foot. It just makes the experience that much more memorable and interesting to, kind of know what went on where you're walking. One really memorable part for us was being in the washroom. The laundry room is what they called, and that's where the prisoners would come in. They'd be stripped of their clothes, having to get their head shaved and showered and rinsed off. It's just really powerful. Thank you guys for being here, for being a part of our community and coming with us on all of our adventures, ones that are just super fun exploring Germany, as well as the experiences that are humbling and impactful. So we appreciate you being here for all of those experiences. This is our first experience ever at a concentration camp. As Tanner mentioned, we hope to see many more, and we have plans to do so in the future. We hope you guys will tell your friends and family about our channel and continue to follow along. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you on the next video.